Hello my dears, it's Katie and today I'm bringing you a life and channel update video. So this is something that I've been planning on doing for a long time. If you don't remember, earlier this year, at the very beginning of the year, I talked about kind of taking a step back from the amount of videos that I was making and going down to 1 or 2 videos a month and, still posting fairly regularly, but doing a lot less. And I've done that all year, and despite the crazy year and pretty much being home all the time, I've been still finding that that is almost too much with what my life is like currently. So basically what I am going to do is I am still going to post. I'm not leaving BookTube or my channel or anything behind, but I am going to have to post significantly less. I just don't have the time or energy to dedicate to posting a ton of videos all the time. It's just not plausible. But the problem that I'm having is I'm not quite sure how to do that right now. It's probably going to be every 2 to 3 months between videos, and that's just how it's going to have to be. I'm to the point where I care less and less about my subscriber count, so that's less of an issue for me. But for those of you who do watch me regularly, I did want to let you know that there is going to be a major change. I just, as I said, don't have the time to dedicate to my channel these days. And the reason for that is nothing more than I have a terrible work life and sleep balance. I have always had that, but it's gotten to be even more so, to the point where I'm even struggling to find time to read. And that's become very frustrating because in order to put out a lot of the content that I do, I need to be reading. And I have been in a kind of reading funk for a large chunk of this year. I was on a really good streak January through early May, and then all of a sudden I've just been struggling from that point onwards. So I have still been reading, but I haven't loved the majority of what I've read, and so it's just been a lot harder for me to do anything. And I do have other interests and other obligations outside of YouTube and reading, and as I said, the balance of all of that is just not my friend right now. So I need to figure out what kind of content I can put out for you guys every 3-ish months, because doing a wrap up of 3 months of books is theoretically not plausible, unless you don't mind 2-hour videos, because that's in theory what it would be. Because I've thought about doing a Sea of Chaos kind of catch-up video, so it would be a haul, all of the samples that I read in that time, and a wrap-up, and a currently reading thing all in one. But that could also be really overwhelming for everybody. I don't know, I could just do that and then put timestamps, but then the idea of editing and captioning a video that long is very overwhelming and daunting to me. So I'm not sure if that is something that would work, because I'm not going to sacrifice captioning for putting things out. It's just not something that is a good idea. Everyone should be captioning, frankly, because we have a lot of people here who are hard of hearing or have processing disorders, or just need to have captions on the videos, and it goes towards what this community has been striving for a long time, and that is inclusion and diversity. It's important to take that step. So getting back on track, just trying to figure out what kind of content I can put out with those large chunks is hard for me to figure out right now. If any of you have suggestions about what you'd like to see, let me know. I could theoretically do a faster version of like a wrap up and a haul and whatever. Just like name the thing and say it liked, it didn't. Like even more so than I already do now, and then just link my reviews like I have been, but I do it in a kind of, well, we know me, I'm not a very rapid fire person. I do not have the ability to, one, talk super fast, and two, I just, the content that I make, I want it to be more informative and more in depth than just quick rapid fire, because that's not fun for many of you, I'm sure. So I'm really struggling to figure out what I'm going to do, because I want to let you know what I've been reading and my thoughts on them, especially since not all of you are on Goodreads or the Storygraph. And I don't know, we'll see. It's complicated to try and figure out what I'm going to do. I love doing discussion videos, but then I'm not telling you about the things that I've read in a certain period of time. And if I'm only doing one video every 2 to 3 months, then that's just not plausible, if you get me. Also, another thing that I have been seriously considering doing, nothing is finalized yet, is just completely deleting my Twitter. Or both of my Twitters, I should say. Not that any of you follow me on my personal Twitter, but just deleting my Twitters. I've found that the toxicity over there is overwhelming, and that even though I've only been going on once a week for pretty much the last year, that I am not enjoying it for the brief time that I do go on. So like throughout the 24-hour period that I allow myself to go on, I maybe go on for an hour to an hour and a half total, like spread out throughout the day. And I just don't enjoy being there. I have no attachment or love or just enjoyment from it anymore. So I'm seriously considering deleting it after reaching out to a few people that I would want to stay in contact with, because there is a very big likelihood that I will not have Twitter anymore. And if a lot of it has just been like mental health and, as I said, toxicity stuff, but at the same time, I watched a documentary a couple of months back. It's called The Social Dilemma, and if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend that you do. It's incredibly important, it's incredibly informative, and very eye-opening in a lot of ways. And then you might have a better understanding as to what might be the final catalyst for me getting rid of, at least for right now, Twitter. Because I do have a few other social media platforms that I am active-ish on. But Twitter is the one that I am least happy with at the moment. But I would really like to have your thoughts and ideas as to what I could do for video ideas for the new direction that my channel is going to go in. I do want to continue putting out content for you, both discussions and wrap-ups, recaps, catch-ups, whatever you want to call them. Those are the kinds of videos that I've kind of gone in the direction of. I do still do a tag or two here and there, but I've kind of fallen off doing them the last year just because I got burnt out a little, I should say. I've enjoyed doing the sample videos, but it doesn't seem like most of you like those. I know at least one, maybe two people who do really like them, so I'm inclined to continue them, maybe. So I could alternate what I do. I could do wrap up like every 6 months, and I could do some other videos scattered between. So I mean, I could theoretically do that because then I could edit as I go and then put it all together as one thing and then put it out. But it will be long and it will be a lot to caption. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I can do without feeling overwhelmed and like I just don't have control anymore. And in some ways I want to like start enjoying what I'm putting out, because I've felt very unmotivated to make and put out content the last couple of months, and I've just not been fully happy or excited for most of it. Like I was excited about the sample segments. I had a lot of fun filming those, editing them, putting them together. It was just really great, really fun, at least for the first couple of months, and then I got distracted and tired, and then it just got to be something else. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do to the point where I don't fall apart. So if you have any suggestions for me as to how I can make this work, I'd love to hear what you think. I'll continue thinking, of course, and trying to figure it out on my own. But this won't start until the beginning of 2021. And so you will still see regularly posted things through December of this year. Might be a little bit different than years past, but you'll still see things from me through the end of December in the normal 2 videos a month kind of a thing. So we'll see. I just wanted to tell you that there are changes coming, because I just I'm not a functional person a lot of the times these days. Work is taking up a lot more of my time right now, and I need to get back on a decent sleep schedule, because I have not been for the last month or so, maybe a little more than that, and that's been an issue. And I just need to figure out how to do a balance between what I've got with this channel and my reading in general and other hobbies and obligations that I have. So I don't know. We'll see how this ends up going, but ultimately I am looking forward to hearing your thoughts and going on this new journey, even though it's going to look fairly different than where we're at. Another option that I could do that might be fun is I could do I could create a tag and turn that into a way for me to tell you everything that I've done over the last months. That might be a good option, actually. Let me know if that's something that you would potentially be interested in seeing, like a tag video in the form of a haul wrap up and like TBR combo. That might actually be interesting. Something I might consider trying. But I'd have to figure out the format of that. Stay tuned. That might be happening. But other than that, you all know the drill. I'd love to hear from you down below in the comments. And I hope that you're all doing well amidst the chaos. And you know that my social media links are still down in the description. And I will catch you later in another video for you again soon. Bye!